Returning from a funeral home. If you spend too much of yourself trying to learn how to write a poem, you'd probably forget what it feels like to want to write one. So I call this poem a eulogy because I spent far too much time trying to protect the things I love from dying that I never really gave them enough space to breathe. My heart is a funeral home. Every breath I take mourns everything I've ever loved that has been taken away from me. 3. I often wonder if you get to know when the hand you're holding doesn't fit perfectly into yours. 4. Everything smells like burnt paper. I've burnt too many photographs trying not to remember, and I've spent most of my life remembering. So 5. I wake up every morning wanting to forget. There is too much to forget. 6. The first time I ever wrote a eulogy, it felt as if the claws of grief clutched my throat so hard I lost all the breath I had in me. All of my words centered themselves in a molecule and self-destructed in less than a second and left behind a massacre in their wake. A massacre so devastating that every word I utter, every sentence I still speak grieves all that I lost in me. 7. The first time I ever wrote a eulogy, I forgot all the poetry I had in me. 8. Nothing fits together perfectly anymore. 9. I've forgotten what it feels like to love. Like I'm not constantly tiptoeing on the edge of a tightrope. Like the edge of the tightrope isn't the end of the world. Like I know I will fall any second now and there'll be nothing that's left of me. So 10. Holding a hand feels like mourning. Relearning how to grieve, starting the funeral proceedings, wiping the tears, picking out the right flowers, the perfect flowers, writing a eulogy, picking out the perfect stories to tell, timing the laughs well, arranging the flowers, breathing in and breathing out, saying goodbyes, wiping no tears, arranging the flowers again, breathing in and breathing out, saying goodbye, again and again and again and again and again, as if it were the only word in the world that I ever learned how to speak. 11. I hope you never have to leave someone behind at a funeral home ever, and if you do, I hope you have the courage to come back home from it. 12. 2 years ago, I vowed never to revisit a funeral home ever again. But 13, everywhere I go, feels like a funeral home to me.